sad man. He had always been fascinated by generative art, the way that computers could be taught to create their own drawings and paintings, sculptures and songs. He had tried to learn how to do it himself, but he found it all too difficult. He wasn't very good with computers, and he didn't have access to one anyway. But then he heard about artificial intelligence, and he thought that maybe this was his chance. Maybe he could create something beautiful with the help of a computer. So Ray started learning about AI, and soon enough he found himself a computer and electricity. He was ready to try his hand at creating something amazing. But as he started working on his project, Ray began to realize that it was harder than he thought. The computer was difficult to control, and the results were never quite what he wanted them to be. The art that the computer created was never quite right, always a little bit off. Ray started to lose hope. Maybe this wasn't possible after all. Maybe he was just a sad man who would never be able to create anything beautiful. But then, one day, Ray had an idea. What if instead of trying to create art himself, he let the computer create it for him? What if he gave it specific instructions, telling it exactly what to draw or write or sing? And so Ray began giving the computer specific instructions, telling it exactly what to create. And slowly but surely, the computer started creating art that Ray was proud of. Art that was beautiful and unique and perfect in its own way. Ray had finally done it. He had created generative art using artificial intelligence. And best of all, he had done it without ever having to touch a computer himself. Was Ray still a sad man? Yes, because sometimes sadness has very little to do with what we accomplish and what we don't. The end.
Ray's Tap Reading Series returns for a new show on December 10th, Saturday, 8 p.m. at the Experimental Sound Studio, located at 5925 North Ravenswood Avenue. $15 or pay what you can, free if you're broke. That's going to be a really nice group of people putting together some presentations and performances on AI and generative art. Please contact Chris Bauer, CBOWER54 at gmail.com for more information.